Good morning, and welcome to day 8 of our journey into meditation space. Let's go ahead and dive in. So let yourself land in whatever chair or space feels good to you today. And then notice what the space feels like with your body. So if you're sitting on a chair, go ahead and register that the chair is solid. It can hold you. Yeah, you can just place your body right here and trust and know that it's going to hold you for the next 15-20 minutes while we do this work together. And let yourself lean back so you can actually feel how there's a surface behind you. You don't have to hold yourself up firm. You can just relax into this moment, this space right now. And then feel your feet on the floor, firmly planted in this moment. Choosing to not walk away, choosing to just relax and allow all of your attention to come back into your body. Yeah, so if you've been doing this with me for a few days, you'll know that process, right? If not, let me walk you through it. You want to imagine that there's this pull of gravity, this central spot right at the core of your root chakra, or the space in between your hip bones, your bottom, where you're planted on the chair or the floor. And you want to turn up the gravitational pull. So you want to imagine that the earth is going to tug through you to get all of your attention, your vibration, your energy, your awareness to come back into your body in this moment. We spend so much of our day navigating outside of our body and trying to make sense in our head of everything that's happening around us. And what meditation provides is this pause to come all the way back in. Bring everything that is you or a part of you or attached to you that can serve you in this moment. Bring it fully here. Yeah, so you can just imagine little strings that are pulling back all of the places that you've been today, all the places you're still going to go, all the hundreds of people you'll probably talk to or engage with. You're just going to gently tug and bring your energy back into your physical body. Yeah, because from that space of being fully present, things are much clearer. Things just seem to fall into alignment and make more sense. So go ahead and bring all of your energy in. And then run anything that doesn't serve you down through your legs, into your feet, and then out through your feet into the earth or the dirt or the surface of the floor that's underneath your feet. Yeah, it's sort of like pulling a hot air balloon down to earth. You know, there's all those ropes and they start pulling the ropes and eventually the basket lands on the ground and the people can hop right out. It's that same thing. If you bring all of your presence, you tug and tug gently and let gravity in the earth allow your attention to arrive here, then all of you can step out and be fully present and go, huh, what is this place that I've landed in? Where am I? What am I doing here? What adventures await me? But full presence is the bridge to allow that to happen. Yeah, so let anything that isn't serving you just run out the bottoms of your feet, just like you're letting out the hot air from the balloon. Good. Good. Notice any resistance in your body. If there's a part of you that doesn't want to be here, just acknowledge it. Yeah, I get it, right? It's no fun to have to pause and be still. And what if we feel some emotion and we don't want to be with that emotion? Yeah, then you'll feel that emotion and you'll be with it and then it'll move. So allow yourself to just come fully in. Good. And if there are any swirly spaces or for me it feels like a tug of war. It literally is like, be here, don't be here. Go, stay. So if you can just find all of those places of resistance and just love them, just honor the fear or the stories that have been so true before. Yeah, and just allow all of that to come into your body, move down to your feet, and then get released into the earth. Good, and notice as you do that, for me, it's like my body just relaxes physically. Like my shoulders tend to drop and my breathing slows down. My legs don't feel as tense. There's a relaxing as I come fully into this space. Yeah, and I also want to name, there's a group energy that happens when a collection of people gather to do this together. So when you're listening to this meditation, you may be able to bring all of your attention fully in, and it takes you 2-3 minutes, maybe 4 or 5. But if you're doing it by yourself, this is often what happens to me, it's more of a wrestling match, right? The group energy isn't, you're not tapped into or connected to that group energy. And so there's more of this like struggle, you know? And so it becomes easier for some to do guided recordings or only spend time where someone is walking them through the process or there's a group of people doing it. I love the process of group meditation. I think it definitely serves. But I think it's also helpful for you to have alone time in your meditation space so that you can practice and feel your own vibration separate of everybody else's. So I completely encourage doing these because they're fun and there's a group energy that you're hooking into when you do these, which is very positive, very powerful. And follow up with some of your own meditation time, so that you can feel where your ghosts are or where the places are in your body that need some extra attention. You can hear your own voice clearly, knowing it's just yours, nobody else's, right? And start where you are. So maybe you start with 5 minutes, and then a few weeks, a month from now, you're doing 10 minutes a day or 30 minutes a day or an hour a day. You start where you are. But I encourage you to just claim that alone space as part of your daily practice. Just try it. Try it and see how it feels. Good. All right, what I'm going to share today is a little different way of meditating. This is what happened in my meditation this morning, so I'll bring it forward because I'm guessing there's value for others. When I sat down and I started the wrestling match with my mind to be still, this phrase came in, and it was just so simple. It was, be here now. Be here now. And immediately I wanted to push it aside. I'm like, yeah, I get that. I get that thing where you're supposed to be here now and be fully present. And we know that. Let's move on to the next thing. And it just kept coming forward. It was just this phrase that was really quiet. Be here now. And so as my mind tends to do in meditation space, I started to dissect it, right? To analyze, to try to understand. And so I started breaking it apart. So be, right? Be. What do I know about be? Well, the opposite of be is do. And most of my day is about doing, right? Activities, children, meals, cleaning. There's a lot of do in the day. And what I find most powerful in my life is that quiet space where I can be. No agenda, some steps I'll follow to give my mind a pathway so that I don't go stir crazy for an hour. But it's a grounded, floating feeling of just being. And from there comes knowledge, inspiration, guidance, more energy, more stillness, more desire for more stillness, right? Being can be very addictive, very enticing because it's so peaceful. So what it felt like for me in the meditation this morning is be guides me in what I do. So it's not haphazard or too busy or overwhelmed, right? There's a really steady guidance that comes from my meditation time where I'm being, And that guidance has clarified so much in my life and helped me really understand what it is I want to do. And so I invite you to explore, just in this moment, we'll do it together, and then I invite you to continue this on your own. What does be bring up for you or inspire in you? It might be a place or a memory of something. For me, it's sounds, right? Like quiet, or like the wind moving through the trees. Yeah, even though there's action, it's so subtle and gentle that it feels more like be than do. It may be a color, a smell. I'm not sure what it brings up, but just sit with that for a moment. What do I know about be versus do? Yeah. If there are emotions that come up, you can just run those emotions through your body all the way down your legs to your feet, and then down into the earth. Yeah, so it can just be waves of emotion that move through you instead of doing, right? Struggling, fighting against whatever the emotion is. Good. Let's look at here. Here. So I'm giving you the condensed version of my meditation. I did this for about an hour this morning, and it was fascinating to see what came up. So when we look at here, what immediately came up was the contrast, right? Here versus there. And that also implies a choice, just like be versus do. There's this choice of accepting and loving here, knowing I'm going over there, or that is my place I want to work towards, my emotion or experience or feeling that I want to create next over there. But being here in this moment is enough. Right? There's so much striving that I see for myself, my clients, my friends, social media. There's such striving to get to that next place, to accomplish that next goal, to get that next client, whatever it is. It's all there, over there, out of touch, can't reach it, can't quite put my finger on it. But I know it's there. And when we are in that place of there, we forget, like, this moment right now, this very moment here is gorgeous. It's alive with every possibility. It's vibrant with emotion and depth and so much love and abundance right here, this moment, here. Yeah, so maybe let some of those emotions move through you also. Gratitude for the chair you're sitting on, for the access to technology, that you can listen to a recording from somewhere else. Yeah, you're bringing there to here, right? And in this moment, here, it's good. It's all so good. Yeah, so just run any emotions through your body, all the way down through your legs to your feet. Just let it move and wash through you into the earth. You can use your breath. Good, and let's move to the last word that came up, which was now. This is probably one of the biggest struggles that I have, is now versus past or future, right? Past or future. So many of us, we ruminate and worry and analyze and carry the guilt and hold the burdens and all the should haves or could haves, from the past. And it's such a weight. It's such a weight on our shoulders, a weight on our heart. It's such a loop in our brains. All this stuff from the past. And then if we can let go of that, instead of being in the now, what we do is jump to the future, right? Oh, tomorrow I've got to do that because I didn't do it right last time. Or in the future, when I finally do this great, amazing thing, then everyone will love me or want to be my friend or whatever our thought is, right? When I get the boyfriend or the car or the job, in the future, everything's going to be great. And what we miss is the same thing as here and now. This location, this moment, present. Yeah, so just let yourself feel that for a moment. What is there for you to know about now? Yeah, and let the emotions just wave through you. Maybe now feels good, maybe now feels bad, but it's just an emotion in this moment, so just let it move through your body. Give it a direction all the way down your legs to your feet and into the earth. Yeah, what else is there to know about now? Use your breath. Yeah, and what I feel is it comes back again to choice, right? We choose to be here now in every moment. And when we're doing or over there or trying to get to there or in the past or the future, we miss this beautiful magic of this feeling and experience and soul-human connection right in this very moment. And that's also the point, right? That's the point of being souls, having human experiences, is we're exploring all of these concepts. We're diving into them and figuring them out and then integrating them and then sharing them. And the whole point of it, this was probably the most beautiful part of the meditation for me this morning. It was like, what's the point? What's the point of being here now, right? What is it all about? What does it all come back to? And I was reminded of this moment in a retreat a few months ago where I was with this beautiful woman talking, and she has a Hispanic background, and I studied Spanish in college and lived abroad for a little while. And I remember just looking at her, and I was fierce right in front of her face, and I said, aquí, ahora, amor, which means here, now, love. Love. It always comes back to love. Always. And when we're in the past or the future or doing or over there, we're missing the love that is fully in this very moment. The love we have for ourselves, the love we have for the people around us, the animals around us, the love we have for the experiences that we're living, the emotions that we feel, the work that we create, all of it. All of it. So I invite you to explore that in your own space. Continue after we're done here, or claim some other time for yourself later today or tomorrow. But perhaps see how fierce you can get about be here now, love. So much love from my heart to yours.